this for years and I honestly didn't think it would still happen cause it's hard. But this Australian company did it and made a wireless adapter for the Valve Index. And they plan to support future PC VR headsets. This is a big deal as we may just say goodbye to all wired VR headsets. So they came by our studio to give me a demo and I'm excited to say that it works surprisingly well, but there are some things. Let's get into it after leaving this video a like as that supports us a lot, and now join me beyond reality. Making a wireless adapter for VR headsets is hard. There's just so much data to be transferred and it needs to be low latency or else people get sick. You may not remember, but the company tried this already and it wasn't good. Valve said they were working on it, but years later we still haven't seen anything. The only decent wireless adapter we have now is the one by HTC Vive, but it has its limitations. No one else has dared to try it, so honestly I was really skeptical, but here we are. This is the Nofio wireless adapter, a prototype, so not what the final design looks like. The version you get will look smaller and a lot smoother. You only need two things to get this to work aside from the base stations: the base and the receiver. The base is the transmitter, which you can connect to your PC using a display port, USB and a power adapter, actually exactly like the Valve Index. The receiver goes on the headset and it's connected with the headset's cables. By the way, the vinyl design will have shorter cables, so no worries, it won't be this messy. To power up the thing, you can use any USB-C power bank that has power delivery. Hot swapping is supported too, so you can have unlimited power if you have multiple power banks. There's a little holder down here too for your battery that you can demount if you want something else. Once you plug everything in, all you need is to download a USB driver to get it to work, and eventually this will be plug and play.
Okay, I'm ready.
The bell is rung, and both fighters start to feel
Woo!
Now, I was impressed by how easy it was to get set up. This is by design. They made it so your PC sees the whole setup as a standard Valve Index. That's a big plus because it won't interfere with any Steam VR updates or all other VR software you may be using. By the way, right now you're seeing gameplay while I was testing it. And I was especially surprised by how it all looked. The unit uses Wi-Fi 6E and Nofio's own video codec, making it possible to use a technique called subframe streaming. That basically means instead of waiting for a full frame to come through, they send fragments of that frame immediately whenever they're there. For us players, this means you get very low latency. They can achieve 1.5 milliseconds 99% of the time, with a promise of less than 5 milliseconds in any environment. When I use Quest 2's Air Link, the best I can get is maybe 20 milliseconds, which is already playable, so 1.5 is pretty much unperceivable latency. It looked really good graphically too. Graphics looked almost identical to wired Index. I could not see any compression. Maybe if you start looking for it hard.
Oh. This is a perfect game for a wireless headset.
It's currently made to support the headset's max resolution and refresh rate, but it can actually support the max resolution of DisplayPort, which can go as high as up to 8K. However, it's not perfect yet. In this early unit, some bugs caused streaming artifacts, like occasional frame drops, and the screen became blocky. Although it happens for less than a second, it happens often enough to be noticeable. Nofio said their built-in error correction is the cause, meaning if the software notices something went wrong, like a full frame was expected but didn't come through, it shows a subframe instead, which looks blocky. This is on purpose, so you don't see black frames, which would be much more distracting. The good news is that this can be fixed by software, meaning it can be improved even if you already have the device, and Nofio thinks they can get it to 98% perfect. They're already working on this. The Nofio base also does not need a line of sight, unlike the Vive wireless adapter, so you can place it anywhere you want, and it works up to a 5 to 5 meter play area. This could add fun use cases, like it even works if you place the base next to your computer but you play in a different room. All you need in that playroom are the base stations, so you don't even need to be close to your PC. I'm impressed. In the past I tried working solutions for the Index that feels wireless, But it's nothing like playing wireless for real and trying to romantically dance around with the head crab.
Let's try and grab one. Oh my god! This is just awesome. I mean, I already like turning around with my body like this, but this is like, this is just, oh god. Woo! Okay, I forgot there were two of them. Woo!
Another thing I was curious about was whether it would get hot, as the Vive wireless adapter literally burned some people. Not everyone, but it happened. Thankfully, I played for about an hour with the Nofio one and it only got warm. It was about 50 degrees Celsius at the end, which I couldn't really feel. Maybe my hair helped with that though. So pre-orders start next week when the Kickstarter launches. The early back price is $399 US with a higher price later. This is a steep price, especially for a 3-year-old headset. However, the really exciting part is that this may be the end of all wired PCVR headsets because Nofio has bigger plans. Right now, it only supports the Valve Index because it's the most popular PCVR headset and they just want to focus on perfecting the wireless experience on one headset first. Makes sense. Eventually, they plan to support other PCVR headsets too, and even further down the line, their ambition is to become the wireless solution that headset manufacturers can actually license and put in any VR headset. You see, Nofio didn't come out of nowhere. The company behind them is IMR Next, which is a video streaming company that has been working on its tech for years. But time will tell. They did give me trust by creating a working engineering unit and demoing it to real people even before launching to Kickstarter. I think that's the way to go. And the future is exciting. Are you interested in getting this wireless adapter? Let me know why yes or why no below. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments too. And in the first few days, I'll try to answer them. This isn't a full review, by the way, as it's not a finished product yet, but I'll for sure keep my eye on it. So I don't have an exact release date yet for the Kickstarter, but once I have the link, I'll let you know on our socials and put it in the description below. So please follow us there. I love you all. Thanks for being here and VR on.